Okay, so today we're here with Dr. Joe Gallenberger from the Monroe Institute. Dr. Gallenberger is a psychokinesis teacher as well as a manifestation coach. Dr. Gallenberger, can you briefly explain to the audience how long you've been teaching and practicing telekinesis and psychokinesis and the manifestation?
Ken, it's been about 25 years. Started at the Pear Labs at Princeton University in their psychokinesis experiments as a subject. And the university research has continued now. I'm doing some things with the University of Virginia Department of Perceptual Studies. But about 20 years ago, I decided to try to apply this in the casinos of Las Vegas as well, and started Inner Vegas Adventure workshops, and we've done about 100 of those. And I have a home study course called Sync Creation, because I find that manifestation, energy healing, and PK are all the same energy, basically. So I've made it a specialty applying it to those three areas, both bending metal with your mind, lighting light bulbs, growing seeds. We get root growth of 1.5 inches in about 2 or 3 minutes. With the light bulb lighting, folks have measured 400 volts off my hands from a little bit of a distance as we're working with those. So we try to blend the science with practical with it.
Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Dr. Gallenberger, what would you say is the heaviest object that you've been able to bend or move, perhaps? Like I know you do a lot of spoon bending and stuff like that. Most of my audience are used to doing side wheel spinning like Sean McNamara does.
Yeah.
What would you say is the heaviest thing that you've been able to bend so far?
Well, we've worked some with the side wheels and had some success. Sometimes we'll put a Coca-Cola can on a piece of string underneath a big dome of glass or plastic.
Right.
And you can spin and rotate. On the metal bending, we have used the heaviest Oneida silverware. If you want, even I can zip out and get you a piece and show it to you on video.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'm not going to show you the bending, but I'll show you a bent one in terms of the heaviness. It'll take me 2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
So Ken, a lot of times on YouTube videos and things, they use pretty thin metal. The types of stuff we have is, I'm trying to get where the camera is, the heaviest Oneida silverware. This has got a double bend in the handle there, very tight. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Okay. And here's a heavy Oneida fork. In terms of how we've done the tines.
Wow, that is amazing.
So when you try to do the tines, you'll just put indents in your fingers if you're trying to do that with force.
Nice, nice. Very cool, Dr. Gallenberger. Dr. Gallenberger,
I want to point to one other that's a pride of mine. This is plastic, which was all these were curled. And over 20 years on the airlines back and forth as a demo, it's now broken to this because plastic is brittle. It'll just snap. But with PK, you can make it curly Q.
Nice, nice. That's very cool. So, Dr. Gallenberger.
Yeah, last one is this.
Oh, very nice. That is very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. So Dr. Gallenberger, so could you talk to us a little more about your experiences with manifestation? Obviously you every year, a few times a year, you do these workshops where you go to Las Vegas and you guys manifest casino wins and stuff like that. What is like perhaps the craziest success story you can share?
Well, on a statistical basis, we've had somebody work a roulette wheel at 1.6 billion to one by chance. I've personally had slot machine wins at about 200 million to one by chance. On dice games, you roll until you roll a 7 at the wrong time, and 7 comes up statistically once in every 6 rolls. We've had rolls where people have rolled 48 numbers in a row with no 7. We've had runs of 90 minutes versus just the usual 10 minutes you'd expect statistically usually.
Wow.
So winnings are exponential there with time and numbers of rolls you have. So that can get pretty fun.
Wow.
So most of our things out there have been with dice and with slots because we know the statistics of those and we can study them. And we know the games to be true. People coming off of those workshops often manifest things better at home, like finding soulmates or getting new careers. I wrote a book called Liquid Luck and a meditation to go with that. When that came out, we had people selling houses that have been on the market for months in a day.
Wow.
Lotto wins, lots of different things. So
Wow.
kind of good there. And that energy healing, we've had, this is not a substitute for medical treatment, but we've had people report things like second day of the workshop in Vegas, waking up pain-free from post-polio syndrome for the first time in 20 years.
Wow.
Other people with fibromyalgia, pain-free for the first time in a decade or two.
Wow.
So we get some pretty exciting things going on.
Wow, that is really cool. Okay, that was actually going to be my next question, which was healing, which you already touched upon. So that's
Okay.
really cool. Okay. So, Dr. Gallenberger, for you, you obviously, because I bought some creation in the past. You obviously teach that, teach people to get into that heart space, get into that loving space, and also you, get people out of that limited thinking as well by using your guided meditations and stuff like that. You also effectively use binaural beats, which is created from hemisync. Am I correct?
Binaural beat has been around a lot longer than hemisync. Hemisync is a trademark term. It's been out for about 40 years. So we use binaural beat and also some other kinds of sound technologies to stimulate gamma waves. But you're right, most of this is the heart. Where most people go wrong with this, I think, is like the movie The Secret focuses on intention.
Right.
Intention's like the steering wheel in a car. It sets direction, but the car goes nowhere without gas.
Right.
And
Right.
the best gas you could have would be the energy of love, of an open heart, because it's very positive psychologically and spiritually,
Right. Right.
powerful and consistent. So we focus a lot on opening the heart because it gets you out of ego, gets you out of limiting beliefs. All those phrases like nothing good comes easy, no pain, no gain, performance anxiety, all that gets in the way.
Right.
PK is natural, much like going to sleep is natural. But if you tried to go to sleep and somebody said, I'll give you $20 million to go to sleep in the next 10 minutes, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd be too excited. So PK does not like self-consciousness, does not like performance pressure. And the way around that is to go into the heart.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So, Dr. Gallenberger, what is your goal? What is your ultimate goal with this telekinesis, psychokinesis manifestation journey? Do you want to get to the point where, like right now, obviously we're in quarantine and stuff like that. The world is seemingly in chaos and stuff like that. Like, is your goal to perhaps bring peace to the world with your manifestation skills and share this knowledge with others so that we can create a better world and stuff like that? What is your ultimate goal in this pursuit of your
my biggest saying is fear is expensive, love is priceless, choose wisely.
right.
And my concern right now is we're in so much fear as a world and as a culture, and people are using fear to sell us things and to control things, that if we're in fear, we're going to manifest a pretty dire reality. So
Right.
my ultimate goal is to melt fear with love, in a
Right.
practical love kind of way, not woo-woo. And so that we can begin to have a lot of loving energy, positive visualization and intention work
Right.
well together to create a better world, which I think this place can be paradise if we put our minds to it and our hearts to it.
Right. 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 So,
Excuse
so, so excuse me, I'm coughing as well, ironically, at the
me.
same
This is
time.
my COVID haircut and shave. I'm sorry. We're pretty relaxed now during this time of retreat here.
Right, right, right. So Dr. Gallenberg, so practically, like, how many, you obviously do, workshops throughout the year and stuff like that, and you sell your CDs and your courses and whatnot. Like, practically, how many students are you looking to, quote unquote, enlighten, perhaps, over the years?
I do a lot of different things, as you mentioned. My books, Inner Vegas, Liquid Luck, Evidence for Healing, can reach thousands and thousands that way. Sometimes I do very talks in front of very large groups, but I like to work intensely with people in small groups. So at Monroe Institute, I train about 10 weeks a year. Programs we have 24 maximum people together. And
Right,
in the Vegas Adventure Workshops, it's 16 maximum. So we really can give some individual attention. In the home study course, Think Creation, there's 3 personal coachings where, like on Skype or Zoom, we are meeting like you and I are here and doing personal work with people individually. So
right,
I'd rather go deeper than wider. I'd like to do both if I can. So I'm real pleased when the books and meditation CDs reach lots of people around the world, but uh, it's easier said than done to get rid of fear, to get rid of limiting beliefs. We have our own backgrounds and upbringing and culture. And so to really go to a deep level, I think you need to work with people in smaller groups or individually over some time.
right, right. Like, I guess it's kind of like quality over quantity, perhaps, and
Yes,
right,
but
right, right. Train quality people so that they can train more quality people, perhaps, and right,
mm, but
right,
I like to make a splash any way I can. So
right. Awesome, awesome. That's so
so the
cool.
the books or the YouTube videos. I've been on
Right,
Coast to Coast, I think 9 times. A program called New Thinking Aloud,
right,
many times, and they reach a wide audience. So sometimes those reach into the millions. So,
right.
but that's to give a taste, and if people are interested, then hopefully they'll go deeper on their own through reading or working with some of these materials that would allow experiential
Right.
benefit from this.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, so Dr. Gallenberger's website is Sync Creation. I'll put that in the description, syncreation.com. Um yeah, you also have, several books out. I guess like what people should be buying for the PK audience will be the Liquid Luck and is there any other telekinetic related books that you have? I know you
Inner
have
Vegas,
several books.
the book Inner Vegas, Creating Miracles, Abundance, and Health,
Inner Vegas. Okay.
goes into a lot of detail of the university research, what we do in Vegas and how we do it. And it talks a bit about the benefits in the home study course and things. So that would give a deep understanding background from a mental point of view. Although some people read that book and go play with that in the casino and have luck. Liquid Luck is more experiential. Has a CD you should get with it or download exercise that's about a half hour long to give you a taste of these kinds of meditations that might trigger your PK or manifestation power quickly.
Right, right. Oh, sorry, Dr. Gallen, but there's one more question I wanted to ask you
Sure.
actually. Do you have any? So, a lot of my audiences also do some weather bending type things,
Yeah. Mhm.
like aerokinesis, hydrokinesis. They work with the elements and stuff like that as well. What do you have any personal experience with those things as well, where you're
Yeah, we've
moving
had
wind?
some. I've developed a program from Monroe Institute called MC Squared, for Manifestation
Right.
Creation Squared. We've been doing that for about 20 years.
Nice.
Several times there, they've been in deep drought in Virginia, and by the end of the MC Squared, it was raining well. Some people engage in cloud busting, um,
Right.
and but we haven't. Some people will meditate a lot to divert hurricanes or gentle them out, but it's hard to get proof of how much we did, affect those kind of things. But yes, folks will apply energies in those areas, and many times they'll feel they're effective, and I think they can be. There was a fella whose story was written in the PK Man, who made a specialty of creating terrifying weather, if you will, when he was angry. We try to stay very positive. And
Right.
so it might be something to have a hurricane turn a little bit or gentle out or bring rain into an area with drought.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Like I said, guys, so Dr. Gallenberger's website, syncreation.com. I'll put that in the description. And also check out Inner Vegas and also check out Liquid Luck. So thank you so much, Dr. Gallenberger, for this interview. Any final thoughts?
Just if you have trouble with spelling sync creation, it's SYNC and then the word creation, CREATION.com. But if you Google Liquid Lock, I'll come up pretty easy. That
Right.
can be
Right.
easier to remember.
Right. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Gallenberger.
You're welcome.